What up though, this is your boy Beezy430, here in my final part 4 of my top 20 hip hop albums from Detroit. And let's get right to it. Oh yeah, first of all, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for tuning in, thank you for checking these out every time I upload my videos, whether it's these type of videos, beat videos. I'm trying to think of some more content to come up with, you know, to kind of add some more content. You know, thank you guys for always voting on the classic album reviews, all that other good stuff, man. So let's get right to it, man. This is my top 5. Now we at the home stretch now, man. Top 5. This is gonna be my rank 5 to 1 Detroit hip hop albums, man. So let's get started. At number 5, I have Black Milk with Tronic. This is easily my favorite. Well, you know what? I'll take it back. I'm not gonna say easily, but it's my personal favorite Black Milk album from front to back. I think that was when you started seeing hearing a transition in Black Milk being a little bit more experimental with the beats, because you know with Sound of the City and Popular Demand, he kind of had one production style. With Tronic was definitely the beginning of why you hearing, you know, productions like on Is There Hell Below and No Poison No Paradise and album 360 album of the year, you know. So it's like with Tronic, you know, he had a lot of like some dope Sith bass type beats, man. Dog, yeah. Black Milk was definitely starting to be taken somewhere else with the production with that album, and he was starting to get better on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like that was just the beginning of kind of like how Danny Brown with Triple X. It was like that Triple X was that album that was like really pushing him out there, and I think that's the same thing with Tronic, man. Tronic really, his second album under Fat Beats really started getting him out there, man. So yes, and that's, like I said, that's personally still my favorite Black Milk project. It's still kind of hard for me to choose some other ones, because if There's a Hell Below, that's my joint too, man. I love that joint as well as Popular Demand. But yeah, Tronic, I think that's my favorite Black Milk album, man. That made my number 5 for top 5 ranking, my top 5. So yeah, that was number 5, Black Milk, Tronic. At number 4, I have Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP. What to say about this, man? This is my personal, and I still think it's his best album in his discography to date. I think Eminem have not made a better album than Marshall Mathers LP. Again, this was the album. He was already on the map with Slim Shady, but then this one took me more on the map because that even kind of shined a light on his production. I thought his beat making was a lot better on that album as far as the flows. He was just at his peak craziness. You know what I'm saying? Him going with his issues with his baby moms and his mother, and I mean, of course, when you dealing with your worst demons, it's like when you're gonna make the best music. And in this case, that's how it was with Eminem, man. Like, he still has one of my favorite songs by him, The Way I Am. It's still like my favorite top 2, top 3 favorite Eminem song. But yeah, Marshall Mathers LP, man, that man. Just starting off with I'ma Kill You was just like so dope, and he had Dre on a little bit more production on this album too, opposed to the first album. So yeah, man, Dre had his hands on the beats a little more, man, and Eminem was getting better with the beats. So I think he really was kind of crafting after Dr. Dre on this. You can tell production wise, that's when he was really following Dre a lot and being up under his wing a lot, man. So yeah, number 4, Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP. At number 3, I have Elzhi The Preference. Oh man, like some of these songs, man, like the Leap, Elzhi hits me so personal on that joint, man. Talking in My Sleep, that joint's crazy. Fire, that joint's crazy. Motown 25 with him and Royce da 5'9". Granted, now mind you, this album was fully produced by Black Milk, man, from top to bottom, man. So it was just like Black, Elzhi. Man, just like what else do you want at that time? Like it makes me think like how much special album that him and Jay Dilla would have made together if Jay Dilla didn't pass away. He was early passing away. But yeah, Black Milk, just as nice, man. Him and Black Milk meshed very well. I would love for them to get back and collab again together, man, because they made some magic. So even though some of the Slum Village, after J Dilla left, some of the Slum Village albums, when it was just Elzhi and T3, Black Milk, and BR Gunner and them, they got that chemistry. So that was dope that Elzhi did that fully project, that full album, solo debut album with Black Milk, and that album was amazing, man. Came out in 2008, man. That's another album I still play faithfully to this day, man. So number 3 is Elzhi, The Preference. If you haven't checked it out, please get it. I had that on vinyl, actually. I should have pulled it out, but number 3, Elzhi, The Preference. And number 2, I have J Dilla, Donuts. Man, you know, I did. If you checked out the review, I did a review of that one like a couple of months ago. Actually, last month. Yeah, well, not last month, in February, a couple months ago, during the J Dilla month. I kind of did like a surprise review. I know people have been asking me about to do the J Dilla Donuts review, so I figured J Dilla month, go ahead and knock it out, do it, talk about it or whatever for you guys. So, but yeah, man, I think, like I said in the review, I do think that album got a little bit more pub than normal because of him, you know, passing away, his unfortunate passing away. So I still think it would have got praise even if he didn't pass away, but I think it just had that more of a praise just because he passed away. Kind of the same way with Biggie and Life After Death and Tupac and Machiavelli. Like, it's like those albums definitely got that buzz, you know, after the untimely, you know, passing away, or murdering for Biggie and Tupac, and untimely passing away for J Dilla. So, but yeah, Donuts, man, still amazing. The fact that he made pretty much a lot of those beats on his deathbed and his dying moments, damn near, pretty much is amazing, man. And yeah, I mean, that was the album where I know me as not only Welcome to Detroit he was starting, but Donuts was like, oh, he was going somewhere else with this shit, man, like musically. So that was amazing to see that, and I hate that we didn't get to see where else he could have took it, man, as far as on the production side, man. It's crazy. But yeah, Donuts is my number 2 by J Dilla. And number 1, I think this comes to no surprise for most of you guys that's been following me for a minute. Not including my personal friends, but like there's people who just been following me from Dead and Hip Hop and stuff. Slum Village Fantastic Volume 2 is definitely my favorite all-time Detroit hip-hop album. Not just Detroit hip-hop album, just a hip-hop album in general, man. This is actually like, if I want to list like favorite albums, hip-hop albums, just if you want to rank it based on production, this is my number 1 album, with Chronic probably being number 2. So yeah, man, this, as far as just the production side, but Slum Village Fantastic 2, man, Jesus Christ, man, like, what was that album lyrical as hell? No, it was not super lyrical, over the top. You gotta rewind it to hear what they said. They was just on some straight up Detroit G shit, man, that I love. And just J Dilla on the production was just fucking amazing. And he had a joint on there produced by Pete Rock as well, featuring Pete Rock. D'Angelo featured on there, Q-Tip, Busta Rhymes, Thelonious with Common, which ended up being on like Water for Chocolate. But yeah, man, Slum Village Fantastic Volume 2, that's another album that I probably play at least twice, 2 to 3 times a month, every month. So that's the album I always revisit. So not only that's my favorite Detroit album, that's like one of my favorite hip hop albums as well, man. So yeah, there you go. My top 20 Detroit hip hop albums. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. I hope you guys enjoyed each of the albums. Hope you guys check them out. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some people that disagree, or why you don't have this album in there, why you don't have that album in there. But like I said, this is just albums that I enjoyed the most. These are my personal favorite Detroit hip hop albums. It's a lot of albums I left out of here. A lot that are some great albums. Quelle Chris, Ty Ferris, some more Marv 1 albums, Fat Killers, Fat Father. You got Esham. You know, I mean, it's a lot of albums I'm forgetting. Not really forgetting, but just didn't mention. But these are my top 20s, and these are mine. So, you know, if you have some, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Hit me up on Twitter, all that other stuff. Other than that, it's your boy Beezy430. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.